Men that I literally knew I had no future with this person. They were placeholders, and I would tell them anything. Yes, placeholders, and I would tell them anything to like reel them in, to get them to think that I liked them or cared for them more than I actually did, because it was like an ego boost to have a guy fiend for you.
The men that she's talking about, the placeholders, those are the men who were good to her. Those are the guys who were nice to her. See, a bird like this, if you treat her nice, she don't understand that. She's not used to that. So she's looking at you like, I ain't got a future with him. See, a chick like this, the problem is nobody takes her serious. Everybody smash and dash. That's what she's used to. You see what I'm saying? This is the definition here of a low-hanging fruit, man. Man, this is just a bird telling us why she's a bird. Yeah!
Welcome to Male Reality Lessons, where topics are reviewed and discussed as iron sharpens iron. On Male Reality Lessons today, we're going to deep dive a little further into understanding female nature. Now, in today's modern world, if you don't want to be a victim and end up being used, you have to understand going into a relationship, it has to be reciprocal. And for many men today, sometimes they get enamored or they believe they have some savior complex in going after certain women and attempting to do above and beyond when there is no expectation of getting anything in return. Case in point, we have two sordid tales today of a young man and an older gentleman who get into relationships and not understanding that they truly are just placeholders.
Ghosted on Valentine's Day.
Imagine doing all of this for the person that you love, right? The person you want to be with, right? All of this to get counseled on. All of this for her to tell you stressing her out. Huh? All of this, bro. I feel so hurt. If I told you I was hurt, that would be an understatement. I feel so hurt. Like, I feel hurt as fuck. On Valentine's Day, dinner cancelled. I had dinner planned. It was cancelled. You know what she told me? She told me I'm not patient with her. Like, I was patient. I'm the most patient guy with her. How many guys will even tolerate this? How many people want this done for them? Like, it took me hours to decorate this room. It took me days to plan this shit. All of it.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, I heard it.
Sadly, this young man's story is not uncommon, but he has an opportunity to recover, and prayerfully, he won't become another villain. The next story comes from content creator by the name of JR Wisdom. Now, this is really going to get to you. Here we go.
I dated a single mother who has 2 children for 4 years. I paid her rent, I bought her a car, and provided money weekly so she could live a better life. We did not live together because she said she didn't want her children around no man until she knows the relationship is real. I respected her wishes. She stayed in an apartment I rented for her, and I stayed at my house. We saw each other every day, but mainly at my house. The kids know me very well because I sometimes had to pick them up or drop them off at school. In the 4 years, I've never once slept at her place. She would not allow it. We would have adult time at my house, and then she would get up and go. So you could say she's never slept at my house either. Despite all that, I was committed to this lady. I was married for 25 years before my wife passed. So I was so happy to get this second chance at love. I have a 19-year-old daughter who is currently away at the university, but my daughter is not a fan of my relationship and thinks this woman is only using me. I'm 55 and my girlfriend is 35. Yes, I know it's a large age gap, but I thought I could make it work. To make a long story short, I was tired of our living arrangements, and seeing as the children know me for some time now, and my girl trusted me around them, I decided to pop the question over dinner. I took my girl to a nice restaurant. I practiced my proposal all week because I wanted to get it right. So the night of the dinner, she was looking so lovely. I couldn't believe that this woman was going to be my wife. I was going to do a public proposal in the middle of the restaurant, but I decided against that, and thankfully I didn't. But I took a knee at our table and quietly asked her to marry me with ring in hand. The only thing the lady said to me was, "No, you're too old."
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I was crushed, but I quickly got up off my knees and sat back at the table. I couldn't finish my meal, but she obviously still had her appetite because she ordered more food and dessert.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
If you're enjoying the video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Male Reality Lessons.
She seems to have forgotten about it. That night, I took her back to her apartment and said goodbye. Once I was home, I called my daughter and told her, and she started crying. I appreciated the fact that she didn't say, "I told you so." The next day, I went to the rent office and terminated my girlfriend's lease, which cost me some money, but I did not care. I sent a tow truck to go pick up the car. Everything that my name was on, I cut it off. Lights, water, phone, cable, gym membership, and canceled her bank card. I was so in love that I didn't realize that I was supporting this woman 100%. Everything she wanted, I just got it for her because I thought I was the luckiest man in the world to have such a beautiful woman. I let her keep all the furniture, all the phones, all the jewelry, and all the clothes. I told the security at my housing complex to not let her in if she shows up at my place of business. I gave security the same directions. I blocked her from my phone. I also had to block her kids too because I missed a few calls from them. I was done. I was so hurt that my daughter had to take some time off from school to be with me. 4 years, and this woman is going to now tell me I'm too old. I never said another word to her after that night. The security at both my housing complex and my office told me that she came by many times asking to be let in. The girl even went by a restaurant that I frequented asking for me, but the restaurant staff did not give her any information. I was so done with her, I couldn't believe that a woman could play me for such a fool. All the money and the gifts was not the problem. The problem was the fact that she acted as if I was her world, but had the nerve to tell me I'm too old for her. Like, really? The irony of this story is the same restaurant that she turned down my marriage proposal. It was the same restaurant I met her in when she was working there as a waitress.
Regrettably, this is a sad tale. The gentleman unfortunately did not have enough real-world dating experience, and that's obviously because he had been married for a very long time. And this is no longer, with respect to his generation, a time period where being a stepfather as well as a provider to a woman that already has children is truly respected. He ultimately had to find out the hard way. And sadly, I also have to blame him because he did not take an opportunity to have the detailed and in-depth discussion about what their future was supposed to look like, perhaps around year 2. 4 years in, thinking everything is good to go, and to ultimately find out you were just a placeholder till something better came along, was truly a shock to his system. But I want to hear from you. In the comments section, give me your thoughts and opinions on this topic, as well as any other topic here on Male Reality Lessons. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Smash that like button and have a good day.